One is on the mountain northwest of Tatarasuna. The other is on a mountain southwest. So it's of Tatarasuna, not of Kanawatsumakoldi. Okay. So where here are you talking? And then where here are you talking? I don't know. Well, that's a mountain, but it's not northwest. Does anybody see an angry tree? Yeah, neither can I. Obviously not the right place, but then I don't know where you want me to go. Southwest. Weird. So, anybody see an angry tree again? Okay, there's the angry tree. Don't know where the other one is though. Probably need to go to a Statue of the Seven and rest my poor team. I've definitely seen better days. There. I hate that my elemental sight won't just like stay on. It's very annoying. Hello? Location number 3? I don't see it. Does anybody see it? Oh, it's hidden all the way over here.
Oh, so you collect?
Okay, I don't know where this is. I don't know where I'm looking. Because northwest is out from here, but I don't see any trees. Can't be underneath. Oh, out of my way. I got bigger problems than you right now. Yeah, nice to see you, sir. Do you climb perchance? You really ought to learn how to climb. It's a very useful skill. Anybody see an angry tree? I still don't see an angry tree. Yes, I do. I finally found an angry tree. No idea if this is actually what you're supposed to do. It's just what I'm doing. Doesn't mean it's right. Flowers are pretty though. I do like the flowers.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Thank you. How polite. Alright, that is 5 for 5. Let's go back to Miyoki. That is so not what I wanted. I don't know what just happened. I think I just put a pin in the middle of nowhere. Whoops. How's the situation with the Thunder Sakura? The juvenile antics have been dealt with, which make no sense. Wonderful, that will at least stabilize the condition of the Thunder Sakura. I'm sure Lady Miko will also be relieved. How dare these crooks brazenly seek to steal the power of the Thunder Sakura for their own gain? Their actions are unforgivable. You also mentioned that the treasure hoarders have some sort of crystal cube at their camp with which they're trying to collect the Thunder Sakura's power. That is incredibly dangerous. It must be dealt with as soon as possible. I'm more concerned about who they were selling us to. You know? You've already helped me out enormously, so I couldn't possibly ask you to deal with this all by yourself once again. I will join you this time. Ooh. In what capacity? There's no time to delay. Let's go. But in what kind of capacity? Miyuki, wait up. Damn, she's fast. Okay, Discord. You have 2 seconds to hush or I get rid of you. That's it. Alright. Blissful silence. Oh, Fatui. So it's a meddling... Ugh, see, now the phone's going to go off. Meddling maiden from the shrine and getting in the way of our money-making. Money-making? You scoundrels. How dare you have designs on the Thunder Sakura? Lady Miko will not let you off easy. Pah! Big talk, but you're forgetting who you're messing with. Master, that traveller over there is the one who's been getting in your way. Our deal's going to be in jeopardy if you don't help us out here. Fatui's skirmisher. You're going to act tough in front of me, small fry. I love how she just disappears, even though she's like, I'll come help this time. Lying lady.
Mind the deluge.
Son of a bitch.
Take flight.
Let's move.
Yeah, Sakura swirl.
This should be fun.
Hello, sir. How do you like being frozen?
To ashes. Go this way.
I don't think this is going to hurt him at all. Oh, it does.
Whirling snow.
It's very bad for you, indeed. Okay, I don't know what she was looking at. I'm so glad you helped, Miyuki. I say highly sarcastically. Ugh, just my luck bumping into this kind of opposition. You shameless villains, conspiring with Fatui. The great Narukami will strike you all down sooner or later. Huh, don't you go thinking you got the best of me just because you successfully interfered in my business. I still have an ace up my sleeve. You mean you're not going to sell it? This doesn't bode well. I'll leave this thing to you to finish off. To finish you off. Meanwhile, I'm sorry about not... I'm not about to let you get away after desecrating the Thunder Sakura or something. Awakened monster. What are these? Nothing. That's different. I've not seen this before. Oh, interesting. Ah.
Cascade.
Interesting. I've not seen these circle things before. Oh. Am I supposed to be getting rid of these things? No, I don't take any damage. Oh, interesting.
Kamisato up. Suiyu. Be still. This is getting interesting.
Really care. If he goes, he goes. I don't really care.
My apologies. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Yeah.
And off it goes. No? You didn't die? I don't really know what I'm killing. I'm gonna be honest with
Whirling
you.
snow.
Okay, that seemed to have done it. So chasing me, please. We've run this loop 3 times. I can barely walk. Where is he? Oh, there he is. You lowlifes, consorting with outlanders for profit. Why are you looking at me? Look at him. There'd be no mercy for you, even if we ran another 10 rounds. From the relaxed look on your face, traveller, I assume you've dealt with that little problem. Thank you very much. The Thunder Sakura's power cannot be allowed to fall into the hands of these types, much less be handed over to the Fatui in the shadows. It is hard to say what the Fatui have planned, but since we've captured this little lackey of theirs, I'll be sure to get some answers from him. Leave the cleanup to me. The Shogun's army's positions are well known to me. This man will not escape. That was a very, very bizarre mission. With the little mini boss. Very interesting. Let's go get some health back. Revive poor little Ayato. He really isn't having a good day, is he now? I don't know that I can do anything in regards to this. I have one whole Anemoculus. Electroculus, sorry. Okay. Any other missions that I have marked? It's probably so many that I haven't got marked that I can't see. It's not you. Ah, it's you. Shizuru. Ah, it's a pillar. Greetings, Lunara. Would you perhaps be at leisure to discuss a few matters? I don't mean to disturb you, but this matter is quite important. Her Excellency the Divine Priestess specifically said that you must be sought out for this task. Well, I suppose I am the captain of Swordfish too. That is the case, yes. I have total faith, therefore, that you are capable of accomplishing this mission as well. Thanks to your aid, we were able to turn what was a disadvantageous... That was a weird way of saying it, sorry. Battle with the Shogun around. As things stand, we should generally trend towards a lasting peace for now. We won back the peace, so the Vision Hunt decree abolished, and the commissions that exploited us have been knocked off their perches. Our Omikami's bones have now found rest as well. This is all thanks to you. Please, allow me to thank you once again on that account. And yet, the remaining Fatui have not given up their surveys on Yashiori Island. This, even though they lost one harbinger in the conflict, and the other has gone missing. So they're still at it, huh? But Tatsumi Island has been under an information blackout for a long time, and you can say that this and the war at large was how we came into contact with them. An awful way to make first contact, if you ask me. It seems that they had intended to drag this war out as long as possible while fanning the flames of vengeance amongst the people on both sides, thus increasing the intensity of the war. Between them and the Shogun's army, I'd say that they are the more dangerous foe by far. If the war had dragged on, it would have resulted in even more serious economic hardship and social unrest. I imagine that would have given the Fatui even greater openings to increase their influence. Naturally. Thankfully, Her Excellency the Divine Priestess discovered their plot in time, and with the valiant support of yourself and many other warriors, we were able to thwart that plot. So what do you need me to do? According to our intel, there are some shogunate forces remaining on Yashiori Island who were heavily infiltrated by the Fatui. They're currently gathering information and plotting something, though we don't know what exactly. We originally didn't intend to ask you to do this, but the Divine Priestess believes you to be the safest choice for the personnel when it comes to solving this matter. So please, come with me to the final resting place of our Omikami and help me search for those people. However, let me first attempt to dissuade them with words. If they still attempt to stir up trouble and will not repent of their actions, then you shall have to speak with your sword. That simple? Oh, you find it simple. I suppose I should have expected that much of you. Perhaps it shall be a simple matter for you after all. The only issue, however, is that, well, you might be a little too famous. Our foes might recognize you on sight, but we don't have a lot of time to prepare any contingencies either. I have got this. Apparently. I don't know how. What pedestrian camouflage? A mask? Are you kidding me? I say that, but for some reason, I almost didn't recognize you either. It really has a different feel compared to what one would expect from the Lunara captain of Swordfish 2, I mean. Well then, let's do this. Tell me once you're ready and we'll set out. Oh, I was going to tell you I'm ready, but I've quite lost you. Is that her over there?
May the great Watatsumi only come.
That's not her. That's really not her. Yo, did I get a quest? Where is this woman? Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no, that is it. I thought there was another one I had that I hadn't completed. Oh, Click. It was Click with the lady back at the thingy, but she's gone now. That's fine. Clean house. The Sangonomiya Shrine Maiden Shizuru has an emergency commission that only you can complete. Got to cut your mind together to negotiate. The mine's not on this island, right? Oh, I'm not freaking... I keep hitting L for log because other games use that. Yeah, so I was saying the mine isn't even on that island. Straight ahead? Yep. Oh, she's not here. Although she's meant to be using words before I use force. There she is. Halt, commoners. This land is under shogunate jurisdiction. Uninvolved personnel should leave immediately. Commoners? I am Shizuru, a special envoy of Sangonomiya, and I am here to survey the state of our great Omikami's final resting place. Did your superiors not inform you of my arrival? Sangonomiya's people? I've never heard of such an announcement. Please leave immediately. I believe it's to contravene our previous ceasefire agreement, Sir Samurai. Please report your name, such that I may report your lack of courtesy to your superiors. My apologies, but I doubt that will be necessary, Lady from Sangonomiya. I'm warning you again, don't go any closer to the cavern. If you continue provoking us... I doubt the crime of breaking the ceasefire is one that may be borne by an ordinary person. Indeed, the crime of breaking the ceasefire is not one that ordinary people can bear, and that is why I hope that you will cease blaspheming a god's divine form and leave our Omikami to his martyred rest in an orderly and safe manner. Ha! Divine form. Martyred rest. Pfft. That's right. We've given you ample time to leave this place in an organised fashion. Ha! You Watatsumi folk sure know how to tell a joke. Is this why you fought? For a dead god? Please. Your great serpent has long become shiny rocks in a cave for us to forge into swords. You bowed down to that great serpent in the past, and now you bow down to the swords forged from its bones. Pretty similar fates, don't you think? Do watch your words, samurai. You didn't want to submit to the shogun, and we allowed you to make that choice, didn't we? Wouldn't it have been nice too, living as loyal common subjects? It was the shogun's mercy that permitted your survival, and you repay her graciousness with rebellion against the shogunate. Do you really think this temporary rebellion of yours will come to a good end? Well now, look what you've done. You've overturned the Vision Hunter decree. Wonderful. And how many livelihoods have you stolen in the process? How many sources of tax revenue? How are we going to eat, huh? If Lord Hiragi hadn't been dismissed on your account, we samurai wouldn't even be in this dump right now. Why am I even telling you all this anyway? You poor hillbillies. Hillbillies, sorry. Like a hilly shell. Don't even have the foggiest idea of what's what. Whatever. The very sight of you pisses me off. Wow, I didn't think we used vulgar language in this game. I am clearly wrong. Now scram. Unless you really want to start something, of course. Lord Hiragi, you say? Don't worry, as I said, I'm not here to contravene the ceasefire. Rather, I'm here on orders from our divine priestess to eliminate those who plot to disrupt the peace. Lunara, you may take them out now. Well, here we go then. What? You? We're being attacked! Oh, that is beautiful.
Take flight!
I must.
God, they're not exactly strong, are they?
I swear by my sword.
Brace yourselves. I must withdraw.
Goodbye, sir.
Train harder.
Yes, you do. Read the notes left behind by the samurai. Neat note. These seem to be sheets of paper torn from a ledger of accounts. Neat notes have been written upon them, the contents of which are a survey of the Takotsu mine. Most of the material here is related to the distribution of minerals, the feasibility of industrial production, and the possibility of establishing an outpost in this location. Other than that, there are notes regarding the electro wards left by the Raiden Shogun, the possible effects should the sealed remains of a god be released, with an attached addendum, an observational report of the afflicted in Higi village. The final section details the completion of a special operation. The whole report has been signed as being left by a Fatuus by the name of Nathan. That's such a fantasy name. There are some finer notes on one corner of the paper. Prospective recruits who retrieve this report should head to the port on the island's eastern edge with all haste to rendezvous with your intelligence officer contact. The password is, that's a killer joke. Okay, so samurai were here with Fatui. So His Excellency the Divine Priestess said, dogs with no bite bark the loudest. Okay. I don't really have a way of getting there. I really don't have a way of getting there. I just refuse to go on foot the whole way, manually. Oh my word. Please don't attack me. I'm just cutting through.
It's my lucky day.
If you say so there, buddy. Oh, there are so many of these guys here. I didn't realize. Would have used this as like a leveling ground for the materials. Had I known. Oh my god, they're literally everywhere. Hello, Big Fatui man. That's a killer joke. Halt. Commoners, please leave this place. It's for your own safety. I apologize, but we're not commoners. We come here with a specific purpose. That is to meet with our Fatui intelligence contact. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is private property. Please do not speak to us any further. Wearing these extravagant clothes, arming yourselves with weapons that neither augur with the shogunate or blend in with the Sangonomiya. In a terrible hurry and with malicious gleams in your eyes. You should probably pay a little more attention to your arts of disguise. Excuse me, did I look like I was joking just now? All right, if you're not joking, then I shan't either. We came from the Takotsu mine. Lunara, show him proof of our intent. That's a killer joke. Baranka. Well, welcome to the Fatui. I'm your contact, Naval Warrant Officer Baranka. But that'll be sir to you both from now on. Got it? They tell me that some dismissed, unsalaried, disgruntled elements of the Kunjo Commission would soon retrieve the items we wanted. But I really wasn't expecting just you two. I was led to believe that there'd be more people. Just a very impolite shrine maiden and an outlander? No samurai amongst you? Well, if nothing else, I guess that Hiragi Shinsuke has eclectic employment habits. That he does. So, we experienced a certain change of management, let us just say. I'm sure you understand that such sordid affairs tend to end with some people finding new employment, while others might find themselves making new bedfellows with the fishes. Sir. You've got a point. Not that I care what happened to you beforehand anyway. I just need the results. Speaking of which, Nathan's report, please. Then get on board. These are the simple orders. Ones I'm sure you'll have no trouble seeing through, yes? Here's a report, sir. Very good. Well then, you're done here. Any further questions? Will we have any further missions, sir? That's none of my business. I'm just in charge of shipping you two back to Snezhnaya. What happens... I keep saying Schnez. It's Snezhnaya. What comes next is all up to our superiors. There's been nothing from them so far, sir? What's that got to do with you? That's true, sir. Is it time? Any imminent deadline on playing house? Give me a moment. I want to see how much I can get. I'm still here, you know. What are you two going on about? My apologies, but there's still a lot we don't understand regarding the missions we might have to undertake in the future. Could you please explain at least a little of it to us, sir? I don't have to explain my orders. You can carry them out. You can carry them out after I whip some sense into you. I'm sorry. I don't think you heard me right. Let's try this again. Could you kindly tell us every last thing you know about anything? Are you forgetting something here, recruit? Sir. Oh, you needn't fret about my memory. On the contrary, I memorized everything you said quite well indeed, and I think I can say the same for this Sangonomiya officer with me. Sangonomiya, I knew you were... Yes, very impressive deduction. Shame, I've just about had enough of your balderdash. Your clandestine operations on Yashiori Island, your incitement of radical elements within Watatsumi Island. The crime of destroying the wards, your soliciting of masterless samurai, plus your previous humiliation of a shrine maiden of Sangonomiya, I faithfully recorded them all. The first few issues will be filed under our foreign relations memorandums, but as for the last problem, I hope you can take personal responsibility for that, sir. I mean, I did warn you from the start. You really should have paid a little more attention to your arts of disguise. Take him out, Lunara. Yeesh. To your stations, you worthless innocent recruits. To your stations and make ready for combat. Contact, combat, whatever it said.
Mind the deluge.
Whirling snow.
Oh, a nice little shield you got there, buddy. Out of my way, you useless slugs. Move back once something of fire water.
Barbados, guide us.
God damn it.
Take flight. Eyes on me.
Be still.
Try Branko.
Kamisato Art. Suiyu.
My apologies. Go as one. Purging transgression. Hear me. Pertinent fool. Be gone.
There we go.
Winter shall eventually come.
Well, I mean, that is inevitable, unless you live in the Game of Thrones universe. Cease your drivel. You can say for Sangonomi's fish, sir. How interesting. They were willing to get rid of everyone who knew of this incident. Is this the sort of organization we're dealing with in the Fatui? There's nothing interesting about this. Really? I find all outlanders who think differently from us quite fascinating. It's just that some are the good kind of interesting, others, not so much. In any case, allow me to thank you for taking the time out to help our divine priestess with this task. We now have all we need to prove our case against this Nathan. Our battle against the Fatui, at least in this matter, can be said to have been concluded. What happened to Nathan anyway? The fellow claimed to be a Mondstadter, and that might even be true. Perhaps he is a Fatuist from Mondstadt. I would consider him the epitome of why the Fatui are frightening foes. They eschew conventional warfare, instead shrewdly using internal division to sow chaos and reap the reward in the process. They know that our greatest obstacles come from within. As much as we'd like to suppress it, the flame of vengeance will not dissipate so simply. So this Nathan fellow disguised himself as a fellow freedom fighter, armed with slogans that were easy to identify with, and with an ice-cold heart, with which he pushed most radical groups onto a path from which there was no returning. And he got away too. Well, or so he'd planned at least. He's been punished for his crimes, though if you ask me, being held into a lightless cell is too good for someone like him. And these people on Yashiori Island? Yes, and them too. You also know Nathan's reports. Oh, I have it sitting right there. The inhabitants of this island were nothing but simple data points in his eyes. The disaster. I must confess that it utterly disrupted our divine priestess's plans and put us on an inexorable path to conflict escalation. But somehow we were able to win back the people's hearts and secure peace. Those of us who survived did not fail to live up to the wishes of those who gave their lives. We must now scrabble our way back to solid ground and begin to make amends for those losses. War is a river of bitter tears no ship can hope to ford, and its waves rage ever hither and thither in a swirl of utter discord. This is a line in one of our songs here in Watatsumi. It is perhaps for this reason that our divine priestess dislikes war. It's a shame that kid Tepe did not have the fortune to see this new day come to pass. What a shame. In any case, I don't doubt that the Fatui will try to check on this lost outpost again, but I do doubt that they'll try to mess with us rashly anytime soon. But I'll defer to our divine priestess's judgment on these matters. Anyway, enough of the sad stuff. That's Fatui remnants cleaned up, yes? You know what? I know of a good place for some grilled unagi. If you've got the time, we can give it a... Really? We're going to just go eat some meal? Okay. We can go give it a try. Well, how about it? Ma'am? Oh, we don't actually get to... Oh, and then there's a note. I thought I could read the note after I spoke to her, so that's why I didn't interact with it. But apparently it disappears, so therefore I can't read it. Whatever. That still leaves us with 2 quests on Watatsumi. I don't think there are any down here. Nope. And I don't think there are any there that I have marked. No. Okay, so the 2 on Watatsumi and then the bajillion and Liwa. That sounds about right.